Welcome back to the channel, The Dystopian Man. Please like and subscribe and like. Get your Ledger, link in the description. Get the gift of Bitcoin in every purchase. Ledger is gifting up to $70 of Bitcoin on select Ledger wallets. You can also donate to the channel using Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano to the wallets in the description. Right, let's get into it. I keep saying this, and I'm going to keep saying it. There is not enough Bitcoin for everyone, right? Bitcoin is running out. It is one of the main reasons why Bitcoin has been one of my accumulating Bitcoin has been one of my main focuses coming to the end of the year going into 2025. The reason for this is because again, we have countries, we have countries, we have countries, we have countries, we have countries and companies, we have companies, we have companies, we have companies. But I'm going to say it one more time. We have countries, we have companies that are buying Bitcoin, mining Bitcoin. We have Senator Cynthia Lewis coming out with the Bitcoin Act. I'll say, I can't remember the exact name of it, but the act where America are going to buy 1 million Bitcoin over, I think, the process of 5 years. People do not seem to understand what is going to happen if this goes through. Right now, it's rumored that Saudi Arabia and other large companies and large countries are front running this trade. We just also had Brazil has just come forward saying they're going to do a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Brazil, literally, I just read that news yesterday. So we've got America doing one, we've got Brazil doing one, we've got we might as well say El Salvador's kind of doing the same thing. We've got the Polish president's come forward saying the same thing. We've got is it Putin that's come forward saying he might do something similar? There's so much different news in regards to this, and if you're going, this is why I can't believe how people got scammed and hawked to a token. We have all of this good news, and you know the main thing that CoffeeZilla wants to talk about, or all these other influencers want to talk about, Hawk fucking Tour. Some people are just not made to make it. If you are that stupid that you invested in Hawk Tour coin instead of Bitcoin, Chainlink, XRP, Ethereum, any of these other coins, even fucking Dogecoin. Well, it's on you, isn't it, really? So let's have a look. So the Crypto Times. So Bitcoin rises as MicroStrategy plans for shares issuance. We already know that MicroStrategy have got a ridiculous amount of Bitcoin, and they're just going to continue. We have seen MicroStrategy increase the buy-in since we know that Trump has come out saying that he's looking to build a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Why do you think that is? They're trying to front run it. I'm trying to buy as much Bitcoin as possible to do the same. So Bitcoin saw a modest rise on Thursday after MicroStrategy, a prominent corporate Bitcoin accumulator, unveiled plans to issue additional shares. This move, aimed at securing funds to purchase even more Bitcoin, has fueled excitement among investors. As of 11:30 a.m. in Singapore, Bitcoin was trading at 98,000, marking a 0.32% increase from the previous day. It briefly touched the intraday high of 99,000. I'm not going to go through the whole number because it doesn't matter. A broader cryptocurrency index, including popular tokens like Ethereum, Solana, and Dogecoin, climbed 0.2%, recovering from midweek losses. The announcement that MicroStrategy will issue more shares next year to buy Bitcoin is pushing up the prices, said Sean McNulty, director at Trading Arbalest Markets. The market is reacting to the company's aggressive strategy, and MicroStrategy news is now a key market driver. MicroStrategy recently filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to increase the authorized number of Class A common stock and preferred stock. The proposed amendments would boost the authorized common stock from 330 million to 10.33 billion units, and preferred stock from 5 million to over 1 billion units. 1 million billion squillions in it. The strategy underscored MicroStrategy's transformation from a software company. What software did they ever sell? I've never even seen any of their products. From a software company to a major Bitcoin investor. The firm announced earlier this week that it had purchased 561 million worth of Bitcoin at an average price closed to record highs, marking its seventh consecutive week of acquisitions. Note what it said, seventh consecutive week of acquisitions. Like I have said, they are trying to front run America. If America turn around and say that they are buying Bitcoin and announce that publicly, it is game over. What do you think everybody else in terms of countries is going to start doing? This is, in my opinion, this is one of the easiest trades to see for next year. Buying the market driver. The company holds now a total, an estimated 40 billion in Bitcoin. That's just MicroStrategy. What? Another company? What? 26th of December, bringing the newest news. Matador Technology adds Bitcoin to Treasury amid diversification push. What? Another company? What did I just say? So a lesser known crypto firm has bet on Bitcoin to hedge against CAD depreciation. Canadian crypto firm Matador Technologies announced a major shift in its capital preservation strategy this week after its board of directors unanimously approved the addition of Bitcoin and USD denominated assets to its corporate treasury. The goal behind the decision is to mitigate risks associated with the company's reliance on the Canadian dollar dominated assets, which marks a pivotal move towards diversifying its reserves. Matador embraces Bitcoin, citing concerns over Canada's dependence on oil exports and rising national debt. Matador highlighted the potential devaluation and loss of purchasing power of the Canadian dollar as key motivators. We've seen this is a huge problem around the world. Fiat currency is losing a lot of its purchasing power. Notice what they just said. The potential devaluation and loss of purchasing power of the Canadian dollar. Right? And Canada is a pretty first world country. So if it's happening in Canada, it's happening in Japan, we already know it's happening in America. Where do you put your money to stop this from happening? Because you have to bear in mind a loss of purchasing power of the Canadian dollar. That means if you're going to work and you're earning Canadian dollars for work, then when you get home and when you get your paycheck, you're going to be able to buy less. Same if you're earning American dollars. Same if you're earning English dollars, pounds. This is where Bitcoin steps in. This is where you have to get financially educated and educate yourself so that you're not in the same mess and eating mud like everybody else every single day. So as a part of its strategy, the company will make an initial 4.5 million allocation to Bitcoin in December 2024. It will also consider further acquisitions through measured by programs. The firm, sorry, I'm not very well. So the firm also plans to transition the majority of its cash reserves from CAD to USD. Matador expressed its confidence in Bitcoin's role as a long-term store of value, particularly as an institutional interest in the cryptocurrency continues to rise across the world. The move also aligns with a growing trend among corporations seeking to hedge against currency debasement and explore alternatives to traditional financial assets like bonds. The latest move is also expected to drive Matador's digital gold platform, which will enable users to trade digital gold backed by reserves at the Royal Canadian Mint. The board picked Bitcoin over alternatives due to its stability, security, and growing use by institutions, making it the strongest foundation for the project, the company said in a statement. And this is the thing, this is what you also need to realize. These companies, right? They're not choosing gold. They're not choosing oil. They're not choosing silver. They're not choosing anything else. They're not choosing to buy more dollars. They're choosing to buy Bitcoin. Me, I follow where the money goes, and we're on the verge of something big. And if you're here watching this video and you're here watching these videos in general or watching any sort of cryptocurrency or into investing or whatever, I want to applaud you because you are going to reap the benefits of what's going to happen next year. I think crypto next year is going to skyrocket like it's 2017. We are going to see some very, very high numbers because the political landscape in terms of crypto has never been in such a favorable position. And what happens when all of these things come to fruition? Hopefully it's going to be good. Now, I can't see it being any worse than what it is now. Trump coming with his deregulation. I mean, imagine what happens also if he cuts capital gains tax on American cryptos. Your XRPs, your ADAs are going to go through the roof. But this is just another piece of news where another company has bought Bitcoin. And imagine how many companies have bought Bitcoin that haven't said anything. Just saying. And that's why I ignore shit like this. Look, spot Bitcoin, crypto news, spot Bitcoin ETF shed 1.5 billion in 4-day outflow streak, largest since Trump win. So we've had some outflows. What people seem to forget is they'll read this and then they'll forget about all the money that's gone in the first place. 1.5 billion for that, and they forget about all the money that's gone in before. Because you've had 1.5 billion outflow does not negate the fact that it's had how much money in. I was reading somewhere that the Bitcoin ETFs now have more Bitcoin than Satoshi's wallet. Think about what that means. That's huge. US-based spot Bitcoin ETFs have witnessed a sharp reverse in inflow, shedding more than 1.5 billion over a 4-day outflow streak. This was the longest outflow streak since Donald Trump's re-election, which proved a much-needed boost for the market. On December 24th, spot Bitcoin ETFs recorded a total daily net outflow of 338 million, according to data from SoSoValue. BlackRock's IBIT lead in terms of outflows. Among the 12 funds, BlackRock's IBIT led the day losses at minus 188 million, followed by Fidelity's FBTC at minus 83 million and ARK's ARKB at minus 75 million. It would be so nice to say, yeah, just give 75 million, boom, invest. Bitwise BITB was the sole fund to record a positive day inflow. Also, there was a positive day inflow of 8.5 million, while Grayscale GBTC, Van Hex Hodl, Valkyrie's BRR, and Wisdom Tree's BTCW remain flat with no notable inflows or outflows. Bullshit. Bullshit. I've always said this. So you're telling me some fart coin can get $10 of inflows in a day, but you're telling me Grayscale GBTC gets nothing whatsoever. This is why I'm not worrying about this at all. We know that ETFs, I keep saying it to people, are multi-year stories, right? We've just had the ETFs this year. So do you think after we've just had the ETFs this year, that's it, now Bitcoin's going to zero? BlackRock, when they come into the space, or when these companies come into the space, Fidelity, ARK Invest, Wisdom Tree, VanEck, they don't come just to make profit for a year and then it goes to zero and they leave, right? They come because they're going to stay and they're going to make as much money in the market as they can for themselves and for their customers. And that's what the ETFs are for. Bear in mind, we're talking about the most successful ETFs in history. Think about that. And we know they're multi-year stories. I can't say anymore. I can't say anymore. Let's have a look. So XRP rival XLM could be on the verge of the biggest crash since 2021 if Bollinger Band patterns is validated. I'm going to start adding some technical analysis stuff in here because I know you guys love technical analysis. Me, I think it's bullshit, but there you go. So last Sunday, Today reported that the price of the popular cryptocurrency XRP is about to take a nosedive. It will be worse than the crash since 2018 when it lost 85% in 3 months. This time does not seem as dangerous for XRP, but there might be a more damage than initially thought, as Stellar XLM is on the same path for its price. Both Stellar and XRP have always been seen as challenges in the cross-border payment space. They have similar roots. Stellar was co-founded by Jed McKenna, who also founded Ripple. They are often competing for a share of the blockchain's payments ecosystem, and as a result, XLM has been acting like a beta version of XRP in terms of price action. I'm just going to say it as this, right? If XLM moves off XRP, we are next year, in my opinion, we are about to see XRP soar. We're going to have the ending of the case. We're going to have Ripple go IPO. We've got RLUSD. We're just going to get more good news from that. We're going to get more news in terms of Ripple partnerships, banking partnerships. They are working with central banks. They are working with, I think I've seen working with Brazil and their CBDC. There's so much different news coming out. if Trump comes in with the crypto tax, capital gains tax, like no capital gains tax for American cryptos, XRP is an American crypto. It's going to benefit from that. Do you think Brad Garlinghouse hasn't been speaking to Trump? Hasn't been speaking to anybody in the White House? With Paul Atkins coming in, who's more favorable for XRP than XRP crypto than anything? Do you think there really is a huge another chance where it's just going to be, oh no, it's going to be another bad year for XRP? This was one of the easiest trades, in my opinion, that I've seen. We all know, if you've been an investor, blah, 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 that distressed assets are what you want to look for. Gary Gensler was distressing this asset for how many years? And people could have bought. People could have bought. The amount of people I told about XRP and they looked at me like I was fucking nuts. And now look who's laughing. This is a question I have for you though, because I'm not. I don't know what will be a better buy in 2025, XRP or Bitcoin. This is a huge question. So, cryptocurrency investors are having a great year in 2024. The total value of all coins and tokens across the industry currently stands at 3.5 trillion. Nothing. Nothing. More than doubling from where it ended in 2023. Industry-leading cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are responsible for the most added value, but there are many tokens at a more speculative end of the market have also delivered solid gains. Even XRP, which was under a dark regulatory cloud until recently, is up 250% in 2024. Falling interest rates are driving demand for growth assets like stocks, and cryptocurrency investors are also hopeful that the incoming Trump administration will be more crypto friendly than previous administrations. This could set the stage for new opportunities for the industry to create value. XRP could be one of the biggest beneficiaries of the regulatory shift, but will it be better to buy than Bitcoin in 2025? Now, this is a hard ask for me. We know XRP is also having the Wisdom Tree ETF. These two coins, in my opinion, have such a good 2025 that has been set up for them. Like I was just saying about XRP, you've got the ETFs that are coming for XRP. You've got the case ending for XRP. You've got Garden House. Not Garden House. You've got, like I said, the case ending. You've got Ripple going IPO. You've got all of the relationships that Ripple have been building, like we were just talking about. The central banks, Brazil, the CBDCs, all this sort of stuff. You got the lower interest rates, which we know we're getting. Everybody was shitting themselves because Jerome Powell said, "Oh, we're only going to get 2 interest rate cuts." He confirmed we're getting cuts. Yeah. Anyway, so you've got those things that I can just think of at the top of the head now, just for Ripple, right? And trust me, when it comes out, Ripple have beat the SEC. Watch just the retail adoption, right? The retail adoption. And when it comes out, Ripple beat the SEC. The retail adoption is going to be mad. But when you look at what's happening for Bitcoin at the moment, you've got whales in there like Michael Saylor that constantly keep buying. The Bitcoin supply, this also goes for XRP, or will end up happening for XRP. The Bitcoin supply is almost gone. There is almost no Bitcoin left. I'm actually going to buy myself some more after I said it, because every time I say that, I get a bit scared. We know that 6 million Bitcoin are gone and lost forever. We can see new companies constantly keep coming into buying Bitcoin. We know that Trump is talking about a Bitcoin reserve. We know that the Polish president, Sławomir Mencen, talking about if he gets in, he's going to do a Bitcoin reserve. We know that America's trying to put it into law for them to buy Bitcoin. A million Bitcoin, 5% of the supply. I don't even think 5% of the supply is going to be there by that time. Right? We are on the precipice of this. I don't know which one will be better. It's hard to say. It's very hard to say with all the regulatory shifts and how everybody's adopting Bitcoin and how I think XRP is going to be adopted as well. Because now I don't know of any other companies that are buying any other crypto, but I do know there are two companies that are buying. Well, I do know the companies that are buying Bitcoin, and I know there was one. It was there. I read it in one of my videos not long back that companies now doing the same thing and buying XRP. Right. I mean, let me know, what do you think is going to be a better buy, XRP or Bitcoin? But I just want to congratulate you if you're here. I hope you had a good Christmas and Boxing Day and everything. But I want to congratulate you if you're here because we're going to make some silly money next year. If you make good money this year, wait till next year. Wait till next year. I genuinely think we're going to make some ridiculous gains next year. And these two coins, I think if that's why I'm basing a lot of news around at the moment of these two coins, because I'm not here to pump your shit coins. I'm not here. Think about the price of these coins in 2030, 2035, which I'm guessing most people watching this video or see this are going to want to be around at that time, right? You can put your money in Hawk Tour bullshit coin and get rugged, or you can buy Bitcoin or XRP and just wait until you're rich instead of literally gambling on bullshit and then ruining. I mean, it really pissed me off because this is the reason. It's like literally like I said. I made a video on Hawk Tour as well, and I said this is the reason why Gary Genza was around. And what happened? Some investors invested in some bullshit Hawk Tour meme scam, right? It got rugged, which is what was expected. It got rugged, right? Then what happened? Then they went and complained to the SEC. This is why the SEC has been giving crypto so many problems because of idiots like this who go and invest in Hawk Tour token. You thought investing in a girl, right, whose whole brand is made from sucking pee, right? Was a smart thing to do? I don't know, man. Sorry, I went a bit of a rant, a bit of a tangent here, but yeah, like and subscribe. Like I say, you can get your Ledger wallet in the description, and you can donate to the channel using Bitcoin, Cardano, and Ethereum. Please like and sub. It means nothing to you, but it means a hell of a lot to me. TDM, the Dystopian Man, out.